So this is a story from the World Cup. Do you guys remember the winners, Spaniards?
Yes.
When they won, everyone was talking about Lamine Yamal and his girlfriend. Do you remember that? She was with another guy, and they were engaged or in a deep relationship. Yeah. She was saying, I love you. And then days later, she was with Lamine, and they're together now. So there's basically...
that girl was with another guy.
Regular dude. And then Lamine popped in, and then boom. Everyone's laughing at the girl, and they're basically, saying a lot of the red pill stuff.
That's a regular dad?
So as a regular guy, she was saying, I love you, in some Instagram captions. And then they had these shots of her afterwards. So,
Watch out for dude. He's going to shoot up schools. He's got the look. He's got the look.
And this, I remember, was posted actually months ago, which is why I thought it was funny, and I was very confused. So Inés's ex-boyfriend, the one she'd done for Lamine, just posted this, Mother of God, what a spectacle. I took everything that happened between us like a man and never said much, but now you're going around saying that we weren't in love, that I was just your friend. Why are you doing all this? Because you think a celebrity with 2 million followers on Instagram? Well, she has 2 million followers. I think she has 4 now. Life doesn't end here. You don't love him. I hope he realized that in time. This man was really hurt. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is there's a little video I want to show y'all, okay?
Cup isn't Messi, it's not Ronaldo, it's this poor bastard here. Now, this is Lamine Yamal's girlfriend. You probably saw her during the World Cup, he's been posting her a lot. But before she was Yamal's girlfriend, she was with this poor guy. He thought he was probably winning the game of life. He'd been going out with her for 5 years, she's beautiful. She's commenting on his photos, I love you, babe. Lamine Yamal sends her a DM, 2 weeks later, she's sitting on his lap at the World Cup. Let me tell you something, boys. You think you're safe, you're with your high school sweetheart, life's good. But all it takes is a 19-year-old football superstar with 50 million Instagram followers to send her one DM, and it's done. She's gone. There's nothing you can do about it.
Okay, guys, this is a perfect example of how misinformation can spread like wildfire online. Here's the setup. The rumor first appeared back in May. But
okay, that was why I was first confused. Because they're saying 2 weeks ago you were in love with this person, now you're with Lamine. But I heard about this story months ago. So I'm like, wait, what? How did this just happen?
Why is it resurfacing again?
All right, let's take a look.
Look at you.
Seems like it went truly viral only after Spain won the World Cup, when an ex-post recycled the story and reached millions of people. This post claimed that Inés García had been with an ordinary guy called Gonzalo for 5 years. Then Lamine Yamal, one of the most famous young footballers in the world, sent her a DM. And within 2 weeks, she supposedly dumped her loyal boyfriend and went running to Yamal. At the time of the recording, that post had around 18 million views. Then many news sites, football pages, and influencers picked it up. The video you just watched had around 6 million views. Millions of people saw some version of this story. But apparently, very few even stopped to ask one basic question. Is any of it actually true? And I understand why people believed it. It is a perfect internet story. A poor ordinary guy, a superstar footballer, and a young, beautiful, but unfaithful woman who supposedly threw away 5 years of love the moment someone richer and more famous appeared. Very dramatic, very easy to believe, very good for engagement. There's just one small problem. It appears to be fake. Or at the very least, there is no evidence it's true. Let's get to it. First, the 5-year relationship apparently never existed. When this rumor originally appeared, Inés addressed it directly. She called Gonzalo her friend and asked where people had even got the idea that they had been together for 5 years and that she had left him for someone else. Some of you may say, yeah, what else would she say? Fair enough, but then the supposedly heartbroken ex-boyfriend, Gonzalo, went on a Spanish livestream himself back in May and said the same thing. According to him, he had only known Inés for around 2 years, not 5, and they had never been a couple. Second, people presented this Instagram comment as a proof that she loved him. But what she actually wrote was "Os quiero bebé." Maybe Spanish speakers in the comments would correct me, but the important word here is os. It is plural. She was saying something closer to "I love you guys" or "love you all," not addressing Gonzalo alone. The English accounts translated a group comment into a private love confession, and this mistranslation carried the whole story around the world. Third, and this is where it gets genuinely wild, the emotional statement from Inés that went viral, "I'm a person too, I cry, I make mistakes," she never wrote it. It came from a fake ex account with a verification badge. A news outlet across the planet quoted it as her words. Inés then responded through her real Instagram account and said that she doesn't have Twitter, that her only official accounts are on Instagram and TikTok, and that information published by other accounts pretending to be her is false. So at this point, even her reaction to the fake story was fake. So let us recap. The internet took one photograph of 2 friends, invented a 5-year relationship, mistranslated an affectionate plural comment, ignored both people denying the story, and then quoted a fake account responding to the fake scam.
So there you guys have it. This whole story that went mega viral was all made up.
Yeah, but that's been going on since the days of time, the dawns of time of the internet. Like a number of time of Quebec, there's one Quebec celebrity that for the past 5 years, I think he died 11 times. Every time on Facebook, there was something about he dead.
Bro.
And it was like, I'm not dead.
He's the next evolution of Cats. Thought this nigga had 7 lives and we got 14. What would you do if you had 11 lives?
Probably storm a border. I can't die, nigga, do something. People like that. Yeah. People like to believe the worst thing. It's entertaining. It gets the people going.
Yeah.
That's why we have tabloids. Tabloids, here we have laws about that, but if you look at the tabloids that they have in the States and in the UK, wild stories that never freaking happen. People like that shit. They buy that shit. Internet being internet and being invented, is it transferred from, I'm going to just watch a tabloid to believing Oaks and different stories.
And mean pictures.
And mean pictures, and you want to believe.
I think the reason why, because the guy touched on it in the video, but he said, I understand why this went viral. You have this ordinary dude, rich footballer, hot girlfriend who, he's a very sympathetic figure. She's a Jezebel spirit. It's very easy to believe this kind of scenario. And it's not to say it hasn't happened before. Truth is very irrelevant when a narrative is sexier to people. The narrative is that she's a popular girl who is attractive, and she would give up on her man immediately for a rich footballer. And whether or not it happened doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And people, even if they're correct, it makes me think of the Travis Hunter story for this very same reason. Y'all remember when that shit happened initially?
Which one?
I remember everyone contacting me, people tell me to cover it. We have to save Travis Hunter, whatever it is. I'm like, why? You guys don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. They're still married to this day. All the people who said he wasn't going to last 12 months in that marriage. Are y'all ever going to make update videos?
No.
Are y'all ever going to talk about it? Oh, it's a red pill reality. If he's wealthy and she's with him, she's going to divorce him or whatever it is. And she's just with him for his money, even though whatever, opinions have. But they're still together. And all the people who made all their hot takes and all this other stuff, are they going to revisit the fact that they were yapping about this relationship endlessly and those two are still making it work? Now, it might end. The truth is, most marriages that happen below a certain age end. But it's not because of some red pill reality. The truth is that for a lot of people in these relationships, and they're young, they don't necessarily last. But people are going to go through those experiences. It's a normal thing. Maybe they're going to be the exception. You can't live everything as a rule of life. Just because other people fail doesn't mean you're not going to give it a try if you meet somebody that you think is worthwhile.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment, but they're spreading these lies maliciously about these people, irrespective of how much proof they have. They don't care because, one, it's not them on the other end, and then secondly, it appeals to their narrative, so they don't want to do any scrutiny. The scrutiny that they wish people would have in regards to their life, they don't give to anybody else. It's not a hotshot prediction to be like a relationship is going to fail. Most relationships end. But are you going to tell everyone not to get in a relationship? Are you going to tell everyone not to get married? Are you going to tell everyone not to try? Is that the solution? I just find it crazy how everyone projects these things onto the people involved. I feel bad for this girl. Having everyone online endlessly harass you, talking about you're a Jezebel, you left a good man to go be with a rich father. People are making fake profiles, fake posts from her, from him.
It's weird that people, it's a weird thing that people even make the fake profile just to fester this story that didn't happen.
Yeah. No, the same logic that applies to Travis applies to Preach. And Preach been with his person since high school.
No, I'm gay.
But the person uses a beard.
The what?
You know what a beard is?
Yeah. Well, the person's using a beard?
No. A beard is basically someone that hides the fact that you're gay.
Oh, I got you. I didn't know that.
People have looked at you and said, there's no point.
Of what?
Well, because you've been with this person, you're an idiot for staying with them. Technically, that's the case. Mm-hmm. But you're evidence that it can work out sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Does that mean that you shouldn't have tried? Does that mean that you should have ended things?
I mean, she does look sexy in a beard. I'm sorry. What you saying makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm sorry.
Why did I picture your partner with a beard, bro?
That's crazy.
Someone said this sounds dumb, but why? Try if it's gonna fail anyways. Well, you don't know if it's gonna fail. The idea that you're never going to date or get in a relationship with anyone before 25 because most of them fail. Learn to compromise or be in a relationship if you never do it. How do you think you're going to, you think you're going to get to 30 and you're going to be responsible and ready and then all of a sudden it's going to work for you if you never try? Are you telling people not to fall in love and to not give themselves and really make a real effort with somebody? And then you're going to tell people not to do it despite not knowing them, not knowing the two people involved, not knowing their particulars or anything like that. You're going to confidently tell them, divorce this person. Just think about what y'all say. What is it? Why try if you know it's going to fail? You could apply that to literally anything in life.
I shouldn't wake up today because I'm going to die eventually. What are you on? Fucking COVID babies, man. That's my new shit. Yo,
and I'm asking the question. Let's say these Travis Hunter, are these people ever going to revisit the story? All the people who said it's going to end horribly. All the people who applied their worldview and said salacious things about this woman. Dissected everything.
But that would take an immense amount of self-reflection that people don't have.
No. See, they're going to leave it alone, even though these two are working things out. They're constantly loving on each other, cherishing each other. And who knows? Like I said, they might grow apart. You never know. You notice they never cover any of the good times or the thing that they're working out initially. They just wanted to cover this is a mistake. But none of the evidence that shows that they could be wrong. They don't want to cover that. And I go to this to say the same thing. It's like, this is another story right here with the Inés Garcia. The narrative is the only thing that matters.
Mm-hmm. The entertainment.
That's why I tell people, if you're dealing with some shit, just turn off the internet. The internet is not a real place. It's for people who are a little bit deluded and want to believe whatever. Once you get off it, it don't really fucking matter. But I understand from her perspective. Imagine everybody contacting your family. Oh, your daughter's a fucking Jezebel, whatever it is. And this lady did nothing.
Mm-hmm. Someone said, preach, does your girl know Abba been calling you bait and giving you ickies? First and foremost, I'd like to say that I never agreed to those ickies, so I'm pressing charges.
Mm-hmm.
But the sex was amazing. Yeah, I said that while you trying to grab me. I caught you, nigga. Yeah.
Damn.
The fuck?